start the process of checking in with what it is your body needs. Take time to adjust yourself in your current environment to make yourself as comfortable as possible, adding anything you need: extra pillows, blankets, something soft or warm. Even consider adding something to your external environment that helps settle your internal environment. A pet, a cup of tea, a favorite view, a photograph, and also moving in any way that feels helpful. Stretching and readjusting, and to become more aware specifically of the overall climate in your body at this moment, an internal weather report of sorts. Becoming curious about the quality of your breath without judgment, but simply with curiosity, noticing its depth, rate, ease or difficulty. And now your posture. Do you feel more open or closed, rigid, slumped, or something else? Aware of tension patterns purely as sensation. Are these patterns old and familiar? Or is it something new? And also just taking note of your overall mood or energy. Do you feel lethargic or energized, calm, anxious, or irritable, or something else? And as you listen to these messages from your body, what is it telling you? As you reflect on the messages in your body and your mind without overthinking it, spontaneously in this moment, what do you need more of? And as if you could choose your own adventure, so to speak, what would that be? In a nutshell, what is it that you yearn for in body and mind? For example, if your body tells you it feels kind of numb or blah, consider, I will enjoy the simple pleasures in life. Or if your physiology feels generally stuck, consider, I will support myself to achieve said goal. Whatever is arising for you, consider making this your intention for this practice and stating it in the present tense with conviction. And perhaps here it is helpful to welcome in a quality in you, however faint or present in this moment, that could support you in this quest. In other words, reconnecting with an old superpower or your life's purpose, a quality your friend would say to be true about you that supports your authentic self and the self you long to be. placing any negative thoughts aside and simply stating it to yourself in the present tense with conviction, emphatically, in order to remember that it is there. And repeating it again so that the body really hears it. Wandering now into a perfect place, a scene or memory, some place that's designed just for you. A place where everything feels just right. Everything is taken care of. And as you look around this daydream, what most attracts you to it? Noticing what is visually appealing here. Something very pleasant that meets your gaze. And as you start to truly see and feel yourself here, what part of this feels great? Are there certain textures against your skin? Something smooth or soft or textured? Perhaps warm sand or cool grass or something else? And marinating in the temperatures that feel perfectly warm or cool against your body. Welcoming in sounds that lull you into a calm or blissful state. Spending a moment, really as long as you need, with a scent or a fragrance here that feels comforting. Perhaps a portal to a soothing memory. Your senses all drinking in the beauty and tranquility here that are now saturating your body's being. A warmth, a flowing, an expansion, or something else. Naming how and where your body is expressing this inner resource place of safety, calm, and peace. Practicing this little and often, such that finding this inner resource place of calm in your body can start to spontaneously arise in moments that you need it in your everyday life. And simply riding the ebb and flow of each breath with an inhale and an exhale, aware that there are also periods of retention and pause in between the breaths. Inhale, retention. Exhale, pause. Inhale, retention. Exhale, pause. Exploring this for a moment at your own breathing rhythm. Is there one place in this cycle where you would like to linger? Appreciating that your body always knows what it needs, grant yourself permission to do this now, allowing yourself to linger a little longer in this place with each breathing cycle. Taking note of any shifts or changes in your body and mind when you allow yourself to do so. And simply returning to your own natural breathing rhythm while you allow each body part to come online as sensation as I name it. And if no sensations are there, simply placing your awareness on this body part. Starting with sensations at the jaw, the mouth, any residual tastes in the mouth, the tongue and the teeth, the whole mouth as sensation, left ear, right ear, both ears together as sensation, and the nose, the air as it enters and leaves the nostrils, easy and rhythmic. Sensations at the left eye, right eye, both eyes together, animated with sensation. And now the forehead, scalp, neck, inner walls of the throat, the whole neck and head alive with sensation. Starting to let go of tension at the upper traps, that area between the neck and the shoulders with each exhale. As you notice sensations at the shoulders, upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, palms of the hands, and fingers. The whole left arm online from shoulder to fingers. The whole right arm online from shoulder to fingers. And where the arms meet the torso, at the chest, upper back, stomach, lower back. If it's helpful, consider placing a hand at your chest and your stomach to feel the rise and release of each breath. And noticing sensations generally in the whole torso now. And where the torso meets the hips, thighs, knees, forelegs, ankles, feet, and toes. The whole left leg radiant with sensation from hip to toes. And the whole right leg radiant with sensation from hip to toes. Aware now of the whole body. The whole body alive alive with sensation, perhaps flowing and expansive. Your whole self is welcome here. Your whole self aware of all that is present. Watching and listening from this place of rested awareness. And all the while resting in the quiet, clear state of being. Noticing global feelings in the body that are present, specifically any places in the body that currently feel grounded or heavy, perhaps rooted to the surface. Allowing any co-arising images to arise here spontaneously, supporting any of the areas that feel heavy. And now noticing its opposite in anywhere in the body that currently feels light, a little freer, like it's easy to move. Even feeling into the impulse to move in this moment. Allowing any images that co-arise here to come to the forefront. Is there a preference to be with the heavy parts or the lighter parts? And allowing yourself to spend an extra moment here. Exploring other global feelings in the body, like a part that might feel shaky, less secure, a little weaker. Somewhere that sometimes feels a little shaky in you. And asking yourself, what does that part need? Feeling your way here without overthinking it. What does this shaky or insecure part need? And then finding its opposite in a part of the body that usually or currently feels solid. Part that feels strong or reliable. Perhaps pairing this with an image of a time you felt strong and empowered, firing on all cylinders. That feeling of hitting your stride. Where does this resonate as sensation in your body? Taking a moment to listen closely to how this strength shows up in your body, and naming any shifts in your physiology as you do so. And from this place of feeling more empowered, the invitation is to revisit your intention. That phrase, thought, or belief that you identified you would like more of at the beginning of the practice. Choosing an adventure, so to speak, that could shift your current physiology to that thing or way of life that you yearn for. Repeat the phrase again to yourself if it's helpful. I choose to live life more. More what? And now imagining a scene or memory where this was so, or a scene where you are seeing it to be so. Yourself living the life you want more of. Putting any negative beliefs aside for now, affirming yourself as an active participant in this way of being that you long for. What does that look like? Enter this scene and look around. See yourself on the precipice of obtaining this in your life in a meaningful way. What do you see in this scene around you? What is your posture like? How are you moving? And where is the impulse to move? Which part of you feels most alive in this place? And what is most supporting you in this scene? An action, a gesture, a person or a figure, or an image that bolsters you. How can you bottle some of this energy, the felt sense of this energy, as a portal to this way of life, and taking it with you into your everyday life? Harnessing a vision for forward progress in small increments. Focusing on the light here, perhaps in yourself or in another, someone or something that brings a smile or sigh of contentment, of gratitude. Let this come to the forefront. Some memory that when you think of it, you can't help but feel even a small grin emerging at the edges of your mouth. Allow yourself to enter this scene fully, soaking in contentment and gratitude, and possibly feeling it ripple out from the center of your body like a stone tossed into a pond this contentment moving out in concentric rings until your whole body flows or moves with a sense of ease, fluidity, and well-being. Aware of yourself now from a place of rested awareness, somewhere slightly distant, yet definitely connected, like on a new frontier, but yet familiar ground, a place that is always available. An awareness that exists above the static and the noise. This quiet, restful place providing all the time and space you need. Lingering here a moment and resting as being. This place of wisdom and inner knowing. As you check back in with your internal weather report, noticing any changes from the beginning of your practice in your breath, posture, any tension patterns or areas that feel more relaxed. Your overall mood or energy. And as you reflect on the course of this practice, is there any new knowing to take with you into your everyday life? And then slowly beginning to reorient to the space around you, yourself within this space, aware of the surface underneath you, gently moving or stretching as you see fit, perhaps rotating wrists or ankles, gently opening and closing your eyes, and taking all the time you need to come to the conclusion of your practice. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to having you at another practice soon.